If you are looking to scale back a lot of the stuff you have in your kitchen, then you might be looking to turn your kitchen into a minimalist kitchen. But what does that actually mean? Well, there are many definitions of minimalism. For me, that just means only keeping the stuff that you actually use. Some say that's living with less, some say that's minimalism. But for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna say paring down your stuff to only keep what you actually use. Hey there, I'm Jessica, the Organized Mama, and I help families just like you with practical organizing tips, tricks, and tutorials everyone can follow. Now, by definition, I am not a minimalist. I like my stuff. I have throw pillows, I have throw blankets, we have stuff on the counters, as you can see. I like my things, but every single thing that I have serves a purpose. Therefore, I feel like that's in line with minimalism. I don't have to clean up a lot of stuff at the end of the night. I mean, obviously we put away toys. Obviously we, clean up what we have after meals and all of that kind of stuff. But we don't really have to worry about all the excess clutter because everything has a purpose and it has a spot in our house. So in the kitchen is where I see so many people have excess of things and it doesn't always serve a purpose. When I'm working with virtual clients, the kitchen is the biggest area that we have to go through in order to really pare down their things. These steps I'm going to give you are going to help you create a minimalist kitchen. Now, just a little background, my husband is the cook. He loves to cook. So he loves all the gadgets that come with cooking. Me, on the other hand, I don't like it. I would keep 2 things in the kitchen and call it a day. But he likes all the things. So because he likes everything, we have a lot of gadgets. And I have seen on lists, these minimalist lists. So I've seen on minimalist lists, not to have a microplaner. This is something we use almost every day to zest our lemons. It's not gonna work on a regular grater. You're not gonna get the same thing. Also, we like Parmesan cheese. This cheese grater is used at least twice a week. So why am I telling you these things? Because not every minimalist kitchen is going to look the same. You use things in your kitchen that are going to differ from somebody else. Maybe you've never touched your microplaner that you got from your wedding 10 years ago. If that's the case, totally donate it. But if you use it, then you should keep it. There should not be this idea that you have to get rid of everything in order to consider yourself a minimalist. So I am hoping one day we can change the word minimalist to something that encompasses only using the stuff you have in your house. And if that's a microplaner, if that's a cheese grater, then you do it. Okay, getting off my soapbox now and giving you the tips to actually create a minimalist kitchen that meets your needs. So to start, you're going to have to give yourself time. This isn't always easy, but because you are going to go from all the things to few things, you're going to need time to actually sort through everything. So allow time in order to do the process of minimizing your stuff. Then I want you to go drawer by drawer. Typically people say take everything out and go through everything. I found that that's so overwhelming, especially for somebody that's starting something new. You get really unsure when you see the large piles. So start going drawer by drawer. Take everything out of that drawer and then only put back the items you know with 100% certainty you use at least once a week. Now, there are some things that I know we don't use once a week, but actually make our lives easier when we do get those things. In the summer, when we get pineapple, this pineapple peeler is used at least once a week, but we only use it in the summer. Our apple slicer, I never use, but guess who does? My kids. because they can slice through the apples with this without using a knife. Do they do it every day? No, but it does come in handy for us. This thing we use to mash our eggs. And when I make egg salad for the family, then this is what we use to kind of like mash all the eggs. Yes, we totally can use a fork, but you know what? This has come in so handy that we've gotten to the point now where I can like boil the eggs, put them in water, and then the kids can make egg salad by themselves because they have this tool. So for me, this is essential because the kids can do things independently without me. So that's why I say go drawer by drawer and only put back the essentials. You're gonna find that things inside those drawers aren't always essential, and some things you don't actually need to keep. So donate them, create a pile so that you can just like get rid of them, and then boom, move on to the next drawer. Then as you're going through drawer by drawer, use a Post-it note to write down what category is going to be stored in that drawer or cabinet. Okay, what I mean by category is like pretty much everything I've shown you so far has come out of our utensils drawer. So all of these things go in that one drawer, all utensils. The only thing that doesn't go in that drawer, well, these two things, because they don't fit in the drawer. But I keep these near it with other items that it fits in, like our vacuum sealer to help like save our food, and our mandolin slicer. So these kind of all, like this, the mandolin slicer, all go together because when we need these things, it's you know, once a week, where this is like daily, so it goes with all the other things. That's how I like thought about it, to kind of keep and group things together based on how you use them and category. Then on that Post-it note, write that category. So cooking utensils, baking utensils, spices, plates, cups, bowls, serveware, silverware. That's something you keep in your kitchen. As you can tell, I'm like going through my drawers. Pots and pans. Those should all be stored together too. So grouping those together and only giving yourself a smaller amount of space is going to help you contain, corral, and minimize your stuff. Then you're not going to buy anything until you declutter and reorganize your entire kitchen. You're not going to buy bins. You're not going to buy shelf risers. You're not even going to buy drawer liners. What you're going to do, you're going to declutter everything. And I mean everything, drawer by drawer, which is why you need time. And you're going to go through drawer by drawer and declutter everything in those drawers. Once you have finally completed that, then you can go back and assess if you actually need bins or baskets or drawer dividers or drawer liner or any of that kind of stuff. Because you might find you might not need it. So instead of wasting your time running around getting things, you spent your time on the thing that you actually needed to do, which was reduce the stuff in your kitchen. Now, I want you to keep in mind, as you go through all of this stuff, that minimalism and a minimal kitchen means only essentials. So, you know, those 12 million water bottles you have sitting in your cabinet right now, you can get rid of most of those. For us, everybody has 2 water bottles. I have one, you know, like Yeti wine cup, and I have one kind of like Yeti hot cup that can also be used as a mug. I do like my mugs, but we have 3 mugs I use that I rotate through. My husband has one and the kids each have one. So that's why we have the mugs that we do, because everyone kind of like has their own mug situation, but we use them all. Same with water bottles, because water bottles, they do. We get so wrapped up in the water bottles and, oh, but this is a good one. If nobody's using it, it's not a good one. Remember that. I have declutter questions along with all of these tips in my practical guide to organizing and decluttering your house. You can find down below. These questions and the process to reorganize is all laid out for you, so you don't even have to like think what comes next, because I tell you what to do. So make sure to download that for free. Remember, a minimalist kitchen is only essentials for you. I can't tell you what you actually need in your kitchen until I know how you cook and how you use your kitchen. Until then, I want you to go through drawer by drawer and remove all the things you don't use or haven't touched in the last week or that aren't helpful to the family as a whole. Then watch the magic unfold as you remove things from your kitchen that are no longer serving you. Love what you see? Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every Wednesday.